Hello, dear students. Today we will do poem number 2, Wind, from your book Beehive. The poet of the poem is Subramanya Bharati. Let us come to know about the poet. Before reading the poem, Subramanya Bharati, who was born on 11th of December 1882, he was a Tamil writer, poet, journalist, Indian independence activist, and a social reformer, and even a polyglot. Popularly, he was known as Mahakavi Bharati, mean to say great poet Bharati. He was a pioneer of modern Tamil poetry and is considered one of the greatest Tamil literary figures of all time. His numerous works included fairy songs, kindling patriotism during the Indian independence movement. He fought for the emancipation of women against child marriage, stood for reforming Brahmanism and religion. He was also in solidarity and with Dalits and Muslims. So he usually worked for the upliftment of Dalits and Muslims. In the poem Wind, the poem is very simple, but it symbolizes many things. The poem Wind symbolizes the problems faced by we people in our life. Let us read the poem and come to know. Wind says, Wind come softly. In the stanza first, the poet says, Wind come softly, don't break the shutters of the windows. Don't scatter the papers. Don't throw down the books on the shelf. Come softly. Poet says, wind comes softly. It means, oh wind, you should come with softness. Means you should come with delicacy. You should come with slow speed. Because if you come, you always break the windows. So the poet says the wind not to break the shutters. Shutters means the doors of the windows. So the poet says to the wind that, "O wind, come softly and don't break the shutters of the windows. Don't scatter the papers." Scatter means disturb. Don't scatter the papers. The papers are scattered by your rude coming. So come softly and don't scatter the papers. Don't know down the books on the shelf. So the poet says the in the he was it seems that he is conversating with the wind and he requests the wind to come softly. Further, he asks the wind not to break the shutters of the windows, scatter the papers, and throw down the books which are kept on the shelf. Next, the poet tells the wind what it has done. It threw all the books down, tore the pages of the books, and brought the rain again. Means it brought another problem along with itself. Here, rain doesn't mean the rain full of happiness. Here, rain means other problem. So, in these lines, the poet is telling how wind destroys the weak people, weak things. Books are weak, and hence wind threw them off the shelf and also tore their papers. So, in the next stanza, the poet says, "There, look what you did. You threw them all down. You tore the pages of the books. You brought the rain again. You are very clever at poking fun at weaklings." So, tore means to tear the paper. Poking fun, making fun of weaklings. Weaklings means the weak people, weak things. So, in this stanza, the poet says that wind is very clever as it makes fun of weaklings, those who are weak and frail. Next, the poet says that all the frail means all the weak, whether it is house, whether it is door, rafters, wood means here trees, bodies of animals and humans, lives means killing them, and also weak hearts are crumbled. Crumbled means broke here, and crushed in the windows of wind god. So the poet says that wind is very clever. It usually makes fun of the weak things, the frail things, whether it is weak house, whether it is weak doors, weak rafters, weak trees, weak bodies of animals as well as human. And when it comes, it usually kills them because of their weakness and crumble them. So in this stanza, the poet describes who is crushed in the wind. According to him, all the weak things become victim of mighty wind god. Wind is called God there as well as mighty, means powerful. Not that the poet calls wind as God here because it is mighty. Mighty because it usually crumble the weak things and does what it desires. No one can stop it from ruining weak things. We can all only request him. In the third stanza, the poet says, frail, crumbling houses, crumbling doors, crumbling rafters, crumbling wood, crumbling bodies, crumbling lives, crumbling hearts, the wind god winnows and crushes them all. Frail, the weak, weak ones, crumbling, crush, rafters, the parts, the doors, winnows means separate the things, two things or more things. So in the stanza, the poet says he means the wind. The wind wouldn't do what he tell him. He does the different things. It will rather do what it desires. Hence, we should build strong homes because wind usually ruins the weak things. So, what should we do then? We should build strong houses, strong homes, and we should join the doors firmly so that the wind cannot crumble them. We should practice to make our body firm and strong and also make our heart steadfast. Steadfast means firm and strong. In other words, wind means the problems will never go away. They usually and they thoroughly come in our life. Then what should we not do? What should we do? We cannot escape them. We cannot escape the problems. We cannot separate ourselves from the problem because they are an inseparable part of our life. They come, they will come whether we want them or not. So the poet suggests the reader to rather make themselves strong. What should we do then in this situation? We can make ourselves strong. We can make ourselves strong enough to face those problems. So we should have strong willpowers and fearlessness. So what if the problems come? We should face them. We should face them fearlessness. We should make ourselves brave enough to face the problems. So the poet suggests here that problems are a nature of life. Problems are a nature of life or problems are a part of life. So we cannot separate ourselves from them. We cannot escape them. Instead of it, we should always ready to face them with confidence. And we should make ourselves confident enough to get ready to face the problems. In the next stanza, the poet says, he won't do what you tell him. So, come, let's build strong homes. Let us join the doors firmly. Practice to firm the body. Make the heart steadfast. Do this, and the wind will be friend with us. So, the poet wants us to make friends with the wind. How can we become the friend with the wind? By making ourselves strong, because the adversities are in our lives. The poet wants us to make friends with the wind. That is the adversities in our life. We should face those adversities. By facing those adversities, we can remove them, we can solve them, and then we can make our life better happier. So he says that the problems will not listen to us, they will come. So we should be prepared to face them. We should be prepared to tackle them. In preparation, we should build strong homes and close the doors of our house firmly so that the wind cannot get into. And then he says that we should also make our bodies strong and hearts firm to face these challenges. And then, once we are strong enough, all the challenges will be like friends. We will not feel that they are troublesome. Then we will feel that they are just a part of our life. They will definitely come and they will become easily solved by ourselves. In the next stanza, the poet says, the wind blows out weak fires. He makes strong fires roar and flourish. His friendship is good. We praise them. We praise him every day. So in this stanza, the poet says, he has kept the wind on a pedestal, on a side. He is comparing the wind to God. He says that wind is God and we praise wind every day because wind is strong. Of course, wind is strong and does not listen to us. So he says that wind is God and we should pray. We should praise the wind every day. If we praise it, praise means we will be able to solve it, we will be able to face it. He adds that everything that is weak gets finished off in the face of the strong wind. And the things which are strong flourish and grow to become stronger. As we can take an example of fire, then if the fire is weak, then the wind becomes able to blow off the fire. But if the fire is little bit stronger, and the wind usually flourish the fire. So the same is there, that if we are strong to face the problems, if we are strong to face the wind, then we can become flourished and grow. He is giving us a very important message by this stanza. He says that we should not feel bad that we are facing so many challenges and adversities in life. We should make ourselves physically as well as mentally strong to face these challenges. And once we are strong enough, we will overcome the challenges, we will become friends with them, and then we will be happy that we had these challenges in our life because they help us to become stronger, they help us to become greater, they help us to grow grow and to become strong, to become steed, to become firm. So we should always try to face the challenges by making ourselves strong. So dear friends, I hope you have understood what the poet says about the wind. Winds are the symbols of challenges, and challenges usually come in our life to to test us. So what should we do then? We should always try to make ourselves prepared enough to face those adversities, to face those challenges, so that we can get success, so that we can get confidence, so that we can become stronger to move forward in our life with success, with confidence, and with satisfaction. Dear friends, nowadays we are staying at home, okay, because of many problems. The COVID is like a wind. The COVID is like the wind, is a problem of our life. If we face this, if we face this situation by making ourselves strong, by making ourselves prepared physically and mentally, then we can easily overcome the problem. Then we can easily become the success, become the winner of the situation. So how can we win the situation? Just by facing it. We should not avoid it, and because we cannot avoid it. So the only and only way to overcome the wind is to face it, is to conquer it. That's all. Thank you. Have a nice day.